was a senior in high school and went on a blind date, and I met this beautiful blonde.
Made it all the way through college, and then we're married.
We chose to have a family and very quickly separated from the dinner table.
We didn't put our marriage first.
I would work late, trying to chase a career and trying to chase opportunities to make either more money or find things that I could have validation that I was doing what I needed to be doing as a man. It was just getting harder to find happiness.
Before I know it, we're married for 15 years and felt very distant from each other. We had been together for so long, but God was not a part of our marriage. I mean, I went to church, I took the kids. In fact, we would argue about going to church. And I would ask God to draw him close and, bring him in. We finally kind of surrendered and said, maybe we would be happier if we were apart.
Alisha pulled out a piece of paper and we said, well, maybe if we write down what we're thinking, we'll actually find some answers. The first thing we wrote was that we needed to find a better way. To us, that meant not together. We were waiting for the holidays to end so that we could move forward with our lives. And it was Alisha's birthday in February. And I remember thinking about how this might be the last sort of family get together that we would share. I sat down to take account of our life to build a video for her. And I was astounded by the volume of pictures. And I realized, man, what a life. My heart began to change.
Ryan finally said, how do I know God? And I just thought, this is really bad timing. Wait, you're gonna want to be interested in God now when we're trying to separate? I feel like God said, I'm working here.
We were sitting to have coffee and she told me about Summit Park and I went to the website. I'd been in a religion my whole life and didn't know what to expect. I got to the About page and one of the first things I saw was about Jesus. And it seemed very appropriate in that moment to follow the cue of clicking on it. And at that point, my life changed. We sat over a cup of coffee while I committed my life to God.
It took us to a place that I didn't think that we would ever be able to be. That we could have a marriage with God at the center of it, and that he could strengthen and pull Ryan in ways that I could never imagine.
I asked her if we could go to church together. But from the minute we walked in the door,
it felt like home. I remember looking down the row, kind of in awe that where we were and what we were doing together as a family.
I'd never really worshiped before. The feeling, the spirit, the authenticity of a relationship with God was so present. It changed us immediately, especially me. And we've never stopped going back. We got into life groups. We started to participate more.
We wanted more reasons to be there, honestly.
Every moment in our life up to that point had been a frantic exercise of existence. And I didn't know what joy was because I was trying to manufacture happiness. Our life has finally found a center. We drank our first cup of coffee over prayer and scripture.
God was arming us to build our marriage.
I think when you realize that you need God and you seek him and you chase him, it's so much easier to be authentic. And even though we'd been married for over 15 years, we'd never experienced a relationship like we have now. It turns out Jesus was our better way.